So the Akimbo discharge mod pistols does still work inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies, and today we use it inside of Mars. Now, up on screen, I do have the build code for you guys to use. It's very, very simple. It's P03AA942FGD6F31. That is going to be the code for you if you do want to use it. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. To unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP, check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. Okay, so today we're inside of Mars. Now, the glitched Akimbo cap pistols does still work. You guys remember how they added that stock mod and you basically could glitch it out with the same loadout if you imported the code? Well, if you have the code, right, you can import it and you have this. So it's definitely pretty cool. But the question is how good can it be on the Mars survival map? Because Mars is a harder map to survive on. Whether it's fighting Uber Claus or fighting the zombies, it can definitely be one of those maps that is just kind of more so annoying to play sometimes because of everything in it. So today we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. We're going to use it. We're going to enjoy it a little bit. This glitch loadout is so fun to use inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. And honestly, I'm surprised it still works. I'm surprised they haven't patched it. They must not really care about this if they haven't patched it yet. But we almost do have enough to pack a punch real quick. We can go ahead and do that after this round. That's going to kind of help our gun quite a bit. So this definitely should be pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and slap that in the Pack-a-Punch machine. Now we have 40 per gun. Now obviously it has the discharge mod, and if you guys don't, I believe it's called the discharge mod. I don't really remember too much what it was exactly called, but it was the whole stock mod for the caps. But that being said, basically what this does and what the mod did is when you ADS, it lowered the fire rate tremendously, but it increased the damage, making it pretty good and pretty fun, especially in all modes. But when you hip fired, it shot way faster. So that's kind of like the whole deal here, which is, you know, why would I want to use it with Akimbo? Why wouldn't I just use the regular pistols with Akimbo, right? That's the difference, is the fire rate is way, way different with this build on, and it's actually pretty fun. It literally looks like Assassin's Creed on the left side. Instead of blades, it's like a gun. Kind of. We don't have enough to do that. Okay. Now we do. We can go ahead and start that. We got to try and build our salvage up as quickly as possible because obviously round 16 we have our first Uber Claus, but this will be easy because it's obviously just crouch kills. We definitely do need to get speed cola for sure, and then we can kind of move on down the road with what we need to do and what we need to purchase, obviously get our perks and stuff. But the nice thing about TED tasks is pretty much every time, I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed a perk every single TED task. So they're always worth it to do because they definitely can save you quite a bit of essence down the road. We need speed cola so bad. I have no ammo, dude. Go! I need ammo. Zombies, do not kill me just yet. There we go. All right. Now we can get this thing legendary real fast. We can run back over here and shred. There we go. By the way, I do just want to thank you guys for the support here on the channel. COD zombie stuff is kind of slow right now. I'm not going to lie. We're just kind of waiting on the new map. Black Ops 7 isn't doing really that good as a whole this year, like in terms of numbers and like people playing the game and all this stuff. So it definitely is appreciated, all the support. But we definitely need to get speed cola. I think that's going to be my next purchase for sure. If you're new to my type of videos, I always try, at least lately, to kind of wait to see if I can get a ether tool before I purchase salvage. It's just kind of like a easier way to kind of upgrade your weapon a little bit faster, whether it's via the mystery box on Mars or a TED task. It seems like every time I say go to purchase a rarity, I will get that tool from, say, the mystery box or TED right away. So I've kind of learned to stop doing it, at least unless it's epic or legendary rarity I'm purchasing. We need to get critical kills here. We can grab this bonus points. We completely missed the bonus points. This will kind of make it a little bit easier for us. Come on, zombies. We're already at an epic rarity here. We can grab that before it disappears. Keep grabbing all this salvage as much as possible. Come on. There's another drop of salvage on the ground. Cool. And we just got it legendary. So we're going to get a little bit more salvage from this. Gimme, 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 gimme. Okay. Give me all of that. We dropped our Disciple Injection. Disciple Injections are good. They're not necessarily good for, like, say, Uber Claus on this map. They aren't, like, at all. So, usually I tend to not really pick them up, but sometimes I do take them. We need to grab Juggernog, for sure. I'm surprised that nuke didn't end the round. There's Jug. Anything else we need right now? I would say no. I would say we can kind of save up a little bit for, say, double pack. Is that it for this round? That's my one big thing about Mars, is I cannot stand the anti-gravity sometimes, man, because it makes the game so slow. Okay, we don't want that. I don't know, is Chompy on Mars? I feel like he isn't, but he might be. I haven't really looked around for him. Nothing there, okay. Let's drop down and buy some more ammo. And then we can kind of just go through some rounds without buying anything. Because I do want to get double pack ASAP, especially before Uber Claus does spawn in. Kind of like the golden rule, at least when I'm playing. I always try to get double pack before any elite, even when I'm, say, playing Van Dorn Farm, or I'm playing, say, Ashes of the Damned. Double pack before any elite spawns in always leads to a good game. At least for me. But yeah, this build's so funny. I mean, look at my left hand, dude. It's literally under the weapon. It really is an interesting thing. I always like stuff like this. There also is the Akita glitch build, which I kind of want to use on Mars. I don't know if that's still working. I just had the idea of checking to see if this worked, and it did, and I was like, shoot, we're about to try this on Mars. But yeah, I don't know if the Akita one still works. It should, because I didn't see nothing in the patch notes about it. But yet again, they did say they're going to be releasing something later on down the road, kind of with weapon fixes and things like that. So this very much could be patched very, very soon. We can reload. Okay, there we go. But although it hasn't really been too much of like a popular thing in the game, we can reload again. Here's some more salvage. It's not going to let me pick it up. Come on. It's at the end of round 10. Please be the end of round 10. We've already been in here for 8 minutes, dude. If we were on Van Dorn Farm, we'd be on like 19 already. I'm not even kidding, dude. It's crazy sometimes how slow Mars is with anti-gravity on, but I guess it kind of changes it up a little bit for once. You know, it's not always the same old, which is kind of nice sometimes. Alright, so we're going to be able to get double pack this round. I need to go ahead and get some rarity. We're dealing 80 damage right now, so we just need to purchase it and shut up about it because we need the damage. But yeah, we're 400 essence away from being able to double pack, which will definitely be pretty sweet. That'll up our damage pretty good as well. But we should be chilling right now. Now, next round, Uber Claus is going to spawn in. So, yeah, there's that. We're going to have to deal with him, which wouldn't be too bad. As long as we're kind of all set up and everything, which we should be. There's a max armor right there. We can just keep taking down these zombies. We can reload and finish all of them off to end this round. Hopefully, there's anti-gravity, so Lord knows sometimes these zombies take forever to spawn in. Here's one. There we go. Any more? I don't know. I kind of like using these combat axes because obviously we can just toss them. I did swap to Ether Shroud. Sometimes that's kind of the safest bet. We need ammo. Ether Shroud. You're cheating. You're still cheating, Uber Claus. I gotta reload. It's bowed out. We gotta reload again. Oh! Let me throw this. Okay, we can just bam. We gotta try and hit that core. I can't hit the core from afar, game. I'm about to have to need ammo again. That's the one thing about this build. You gotta be ready to buy ammo. That is just straight up facts. I couldn't see him at all. We can jump over here. There we go. Okay. We can reload and shred the rest of this round. Yeah, we're gonna need some ammo. The round's almost over, though. Here's some right here on the ground. Nice. We almost have enough to get epic rarity as well. Very, very close to that. It's a Ravager round. How can we not use our gun this round? Because I don't really want to buy ammo. Here's a Molotov. I don't know how far that's gonna really get us. One singular Molotov? I mean, Who knows? We could use our Discipler Injection or our melee weapon, but obviously it doesn't have no pack level or nothing, so that's a little bit rough. We can try that. Come on, kill him. Jeesh. There we go. There's quite a few kills. Have a little bit of ammo we can kind of do this with. There we go. There's another kill. There's another kill. Here's another Ravager right here. Nice. Come on. Where's the last one? Don't do this to me, game. There we go. Right at the end. What was that? Stun grenade. Okay. Hello. Hello, Uber. Ah! He's gonna punch me. Dude, you can so easily shred him, but the process of such, seeing the core, when you're spraying both of these guns that should not be paired together, is rather, it's rather hard. There we go. Okay, we're definitely shred him. When we can Ether Shroud and get up close, bro gets absolutely melted into oblivion. Did they not drop ammo? I don't think so. No! Dude, I literally tried to activate my Disciple Injection. Literally right before I died, like milliseconds. Well, whatever. Let's throw a decoy. We need to pick up Jug. There we go. Okay. Now we can tread. There's an insta. We can pick that up now. We do have a Molotov, which will help. Can't believe I went down. We definitely need to get another self-revive, but more than likely, we'll probably get one through TED Task. So we're probably just going to hold off and wait. I do need to get a 3-plate. But we do kind of need to make the race to the next pack level. The only problem with that is that this thing uses a lot of ammo. Because it's not meant to be this way. It just isn't. So, you know, you tend to burn through ammo very, very quick with the fire rate of the actual mod. And then having it glitched out to be akimbo. So you definitely burn through a ton of essence. So be prepared to do that and to buy a ton whenever you do end up using this. But that doesn't change the fact that it's pretty good. And I mean, obviously we went down, so we had to rebuy our perks, things like that. But it's all good in the hood. I'm not worried. Here we go. There's a few kills. Nice. There's epic. Need quite a bit more zombies here for us to get legendary, I would say. They need to spawn in, dude. They are freaking taking ages right now. It's the one thing about anti-gravity. It completely slows everything down. Ah, really? Really, game? Jeez, dude, no. Now we're just gonna get an epic reward. That's lame. Alright, we're not gonna shoot any of these guys because we obviously don't want to waste the ammo on non-round zombies. Alright, well, give me my epic reward. Napalm burst, okay, that isn't bad. You don't get that with legendary. You do not, so that's pretty cool. Thank you. Freaking anti-gravity's gone. Holy moly. Alright, cool. We can kind of train around here. I want to get stamina up for sure. We definitely need to get that. Bro, when you get both of these going, you shred so much. I mean, you absolutely mop the floor with the zombies. But again, you just burn through so much ammo. There we go. There's the end of that. What's next round going to be? Round 20. Okay, so we're already on round 20. How long have we been in this game? 18 minutes. You know, we're doing about a little bit less than around a minute. So that isn't too bad, I guess. If we were on a different map, that would indeed be bad, ladies and gentlemen. But Mars, it kind of, you know, takes a little bit. Alright, we can train around, throw that. We're going to have to use a little bit of this stuff to our advantage this round, because I'm trying not to buy too much ammo. Because obviously we're trying to conserve and save. So we can throw that. So what do we have? Semtex, huge. We can throw that. There we go. There's a full power. Nice. What do we have? Molotovs, thermals, okay. We can go buy some more ammo. It's only 2,500 right now. So I guess in the end, we are still turning a profit, but it is taking a while. That is for sure. We definitely need to get a 3-plate vest as well soon, which we will in due time. Obviously, going through the 20s, we're going to start getting more and more essence per round. So that's always nice. And I believe with this loadout, you can just put one. and have this slow fire rate and still pull out your glitched one. So that is clutch as well if you want to go that route where you kind of just have one. So you can get Deadshot Daiquiri, you can save a little bit of ammo, you deal more damage, right? I'm not sure if most of you guys knew that. We actually can get epic rarity, which we might as well go do real quick, with hopefully without dying, get out of the tab. Holy moly. I don't have a plate or a vest. So easy for us to die. Yeah, we can just spam this for a second. Save some ammo, but stack that essence nice and high. Till we can't stack it no more. Then we can pull out another one and shred. There we go. Okay, let's reload. Electric Cherry would probably be really good with this setup, considering how much you hit 0 and how much you have to reload with this weapon. So I don't have Deadshot, so that would increase our damage alone with this. There we go. We're at 23k. Nice. We'll probably have an Uber Claus this round, I can imagine. Maybe? Maybe not. I guess not. Because we do have the Rampage Inducer on. We would hear him by now. Oh. We do too. Okay, where is he? There he is. Let me just let him shoot real quick. Let me see. Okay. Stop. Stop moving. Please stop moving. Stop moving. Buddy does not want to stop moving. Okay, maybe he'll stop moving now. Okay, this actually shreds him. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, Treyarch. I didn't know that was this good for these. Oh, go. Throw another decoy. And we can shred the core. Nice. Okay. We're at 25k. We can finish this round off. Try and just use the regular variant. Try and just stack our essence so we can get triple pack. Maybe this round? If late, it would be early next round. What is that? A random perk. What is it? Death Perception. Of course, the perk I lost earlier. Of course. Yeah, there's quite a bit of zombies here. We can, anti-gravity's about to be gone. Oh my gosh, dude. Mars is such an interesting map because it's genuinely not easy at all. And then sometimes it is extremely easy. It's so weird. Okay, dude, I just need a little bit more essence so I can triple pack. I don't want to buy ammo. There we go. Okay, now we're triple pack, ladies and gents. Now we're gonna cook. Okay, what do we have? Max armor. We can end this round now. There we go. Nice and easy. Here's some more salvage as well as we work our way to legendary rarity. It's a Ravager round. What do we got? Death from below. Okay. This is pretty easy. All we do is obviously just train up, drop down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can make super light work of this. It'd be nice if we had decoys, but obviously we don't have decoys. So we can't really rely on that. Oh my gosh, I'm so weak, dude. We need a vest so bad. It isn't even funny. It is not even funny at this point. Let me swap to a single. It just seems like the better option right now. Okay, so obviously we're not getting no kills there. Okay. We can just keep chilling like this. We can drop. We got blue rarity there. We can pop back up top. Yeah, this isn't really going to take us too long to do, but it just takes some time considering we don't have any decoys. Hey, there's an epic tool. There's a free perk. Okay, so we have 3,500 salvage. We're about to have 4k. We could buy a 2-plate, which would be pretty nice. There we go. We gotta pop. What the heck, dude? No! Bro, where did my slide go? I tried sliding. I don't know. But it's okay. We have this Disciple Injection for a reason. We definitely need to get a self-revive, but I'm trying to wait till we get Legendary. We can use this. Just try and damage, I guess, him as much as possible here. Which, yeah, this really doesn't do much damage to him at all, if any. I mean, it's doing a little bit, but not like you would think. Not like the freaking Mutant Injection did to Elites back in Black Ops 6. Okay, we can grab you. Alright. We can just fresh out of this into an ether shroud. Buddy. Oh my god. I don't think you guys realize what is going on right now. This thing is destroying these. I mean, the cores are still as annoying as ever. Right? But if it makes it any better, the mech gets absolutely fried. Throw another decoy. I've been using decoys so much, man. It just makes life so much easier. I mean, truly. It really does. Okay, we're getting low on ammo. We're going to have to buy some soon. Kind of train some of these zombies together. We can swap to a single. Okay. Holy moly. There's a double. Sweet. We needed that. I swear that's like our first double points of the game. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. We can push back up here. Reload the other one, please. Alright. What is that? A full power. Anti-gravity is about to be gone. We can just bam. And then we can wait for this to be gone. Where did that last zombie go? All the way over there. For some reason. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. That's that. So we can buy ammo there. We need to go ahead and get a 3-plate real quick. And then we'll be good. We'll kind of be able to chill. It's only round 26. I mean, we've been in this game for 26 minutes. Yeah, we're still kind of on par of doing a round a minute, which is kind of crazy when you really think about it. My gosh, we're taking so much damage here. Just please slide, Spazo. Holy moly. We can reload. I can only imagine this in Cursed. Jeez, that would be crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. There's a max. Sweet. We can just keep shredding for a second. Not even have to worry about rebuying ammo. Okay, there we go. Pick that up. That might end the round. Probably not. But it could. I don't know. We killed quite a bit of zombies. If not, there's going to be very few zombies left for us to take down, and then we'll be on 27. But good thing, we're about to have legendary rarities, so that's going to be pretty... I'm willing to bet we're about to have a Uber Claus spawn in. Yes. Okay, where is he is the big question. There he is. No, that isn't him. There he is. Okay. Let's pop our ether shroud. We can kind of just come over here. We can just absolutely cook, bro. We can reload real quick. Oh my gosh. We don't have any decoys. Okay. I was gonna throw a decoy. There's anti-gravity, but it's alright. I'm not worried. We need to be able to shoot that coil on him. But it's so hard from afar because, oh, duh. We have AKIMBO weapons. Take that! Oh, I completely miss. Alright, let's go buy ammo real quick. It doesn't matter. We can use the single fire version. I'm not worried. That thing does tremendous damage to him. There's a bonus points. Where is he? There he is. There we go. He's dead. Alright. We can wait. Okay, well, we don't want to die. So let's try not that to happen. There he is right there. Kind of just gotta wait to get closer. It's alright. We can work a little bit on this round real quick. Before we decide to actually kill everything. Or even the core, I mean. There we go. We can reload. Nice. My gosh, we need more ammo. Yeah, once you're kind of set up, though, it isn't a big deal to just buy ammo. Get out of here. For sure. I mean, obviously, in the earlier stages of the game, when you're trying to save up and everything, it's that kind of problem. Like most guns that kind of shoot so fast have. The whole ammo problem. There we go. We can wrap down here. This round's almost over. It's pretty much just what's in front of us right now. There we go. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. There's more ammo. Yeah, see how much ammo you have to buy every round. So it's definitely a fun gun to use, but is it like the most efficient? You're gonna stack as much essence as possible? No, it isn't, right? It just isn't. So, I mean, take that kind of with what you want. There we go. We can reload, and buddy, you can get sent to another dimension. Let's go. And we can take that down. But thank you guys so much for watching. I definitely recommend giving this thing a shot inside of the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Have a good one.